Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Osean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Osean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Osean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
How many can actually...
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Spare.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception. Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now. Woohoo! My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. If he makes it back, when you land your ass is grass. Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked. Damn. You're good.
Let's make this more interesting.
Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil. Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base. Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one. If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me? Righto.
Only 3, this is Square 1. Numbers we can handle. Proceed with us. Square Squadron, get into formation. Damn, I'm targeted.
Honestly, this base is not more than it scares me.
There's a juicy target.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes. The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? They're not convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower! Hey, what's with all the shaking? There's smoke! Fire team! Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKinsey? Damn it! Spare Squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Might be done by now. After we think the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill after this starts?
This is the first unit.
If count's going forward,
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line tune? I'll show you all how it's done.
Pursuing you! Break away!
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that before we get dressed up real pretty.
Head to the next target. Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called SID lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer. Sorry, but I'm gonna keep the top score again. Only because kills are self-reported.
We're cut off. We can't break away. We can't. We lost all of them. Where the hell are we out here? Bandit on my tail.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Superiority at both base.
Attack failed.
Enemy sighted.
I got all dressed up for nothing. No way anyone's gonna take the top score from me. It's in my blood.
We're losing escorts. Hurry now. Finish the job and let's get out. No, only one of us killed.
Missile. Missile.
We're easy pickings now. Push it.
Missile.
Damn it. We were supposed to be done before the bombers even arrived.
Missile.
Focus on destroying the target.
Don't stray from your bomber.
Missile.
Taking evasive action.
Missile.
Friendly bot.
Missile.
This is decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge.
Missile.
Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Missile. Missile.
Box 2.
Missile.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Gee, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Your position is a piece of cake. Trigger, don't get shut down now. You got good money riding on your survival.
Missile.
Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up.
Missile.
You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
Missile. 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 Missile.
I should have put it all on Trigger. Trigger again!
Missile.
We're on fire. We're going down.
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
Missile.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you... Wilco, Commander McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment.
Bailing out.
This is a pretty nice ride.
Missile.
It's been serviced pretty good. Can't believe he seems to be strapped. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen.
Missile.
Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
Missile. Missile.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, Tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. 3 targets remaining.
Up here.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading.
Missile. Missile.
Ready base. Continuing attack.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Allies shot
One
down.
bandit left. Take him down now. First come, first served.
Missile.
Taking bandit.
Missile. Missile.
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what, you're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank right. 1,500 meters. Heading is good. Stay on course. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. At least you're down. Careful with the aircraft next time.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Mihai's granddaughters liked to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom, But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
Aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
I can't see a damn thing. Better be careful.
Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as a tack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. Whole squadron. Study the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
Destroyed. Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Leave them to me. Bullying the weak is a kind of specialty of mine.
You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. And if you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do?
The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official class 1 now, Trigger. I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. The regulars like us are allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base city by off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bandog's finally come around.
Anti-air fire. Ahead.
Missile evaded. Spare 15, missile away. Target hit. In gun range.
This bastard wants a piece of me.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading. Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Trigger, rocking it hard.
Cut the crap. There's work to do.
All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that? Scratch one hostile.
That was fast. Keep up the good work.
Rhino.
Stall warning.
I have 2 orders for you. Stop wasting ammo and shut the hell up.
Spare 15 lags the target.
Missile.
Quit waving your ass at the enemy.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Targets are hard to spot in this terrain. It's like playing whack-a-mole in the dark.
Target hit. Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out. Get moving to a more crowded area. Try to catch some more lead.
I'm going after the planes instead.
You're giving me another shot? Must be my lucky day.
The enemy base is divided into 3 sections. You did nothing more than destroy just one of them. Why are you acting like some big shot, Count?
Haha, Trigger's the one who did most of the work.
Why are you so proud of that, full man? Spare 15, target destroyed. Spare 15, missile away. Spare 15, locked.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
AA gun down.
Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns. Incoming missile! Breaking!
Target destroyed.
They've been dropping bombs on a passive enemy just in their raid.
Hostile has
Fox 2.
We don't have enough AA weapons.
Spare 15, target destroyed. Fox 2.
I know the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something. Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osea has one. It probably even says where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy? Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Bandog.
Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you're deluded.
A bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password unknown by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
Missile.
Let's bet how much damage we can do with just machine guns.
Missile.
Missile in the air! Heads up!
Missile hit.
Hostile has a lock. Need help. Watch on bandit.
Missile.
Missile! Move!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Could they have picked the worst location? Can't hit anything for shit out here. Incoming missile! Breaking! Enemy down. Stay sharp. They got a lock. No way!
Vehicle down.
Missile. 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 Missile.
We have some anti-surface weaponry.
Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Missile. Missile.
Spare 15, missile away.
Trigger smoked him.
Enemy has a lock.
Locked on.
Can't this guy take it easy on me?
Spare 15, locked.
The electronics are now just a bunch of wires.
Has a lock on.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Spare 15. Enemy has a lock on you.
Aircraft approaching at high speed, bearing 280. They're drones.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilots? Heard about them on the news.
Machines are not replacing humans.
Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn. Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? Fuel units are just pawns. That lying son of a bitch.
Don't pretend like you deserve it any better. Continue with the operation.
This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Just give us a bomb big enough to blow the area.
Sounds fine, goddammit.
5 minutes remaining. Locked on target.
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too.
High roller, missile, shake it off.
God damn it, I'm hit! I'm still at the table! I roll a missile, another one! I've got a bet on me getting out of this. Hey, someone's down. Who is it? It's High Roller. He's been taken out.
Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down.
Nickel.
7 down, that's more than an ace. This is a whole new kind of war. What happens to a bet when the banker's out? Another man down. There's no point. Retreat.
Follow your orders. Continue the operation. Deserters will be punished.
I'm hit! My aircraft!
This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots?
Shut up.
Try and stop it. I'm getting behind Trigger. Stick with the best if you want to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Look, poor decision on your part. I've still got top score. Count? Man, you're useless. Everyone knows who inflates your numbers. Spare 15 is cleaning up. 10 crafts down. Too low and you'll get fired from the ground.
Bandit in my sight. On guard.
Engage or face punishment.
Keep yapping away, little guard dog.
You'll pay for this.
Nickel.
Looks like we're the only ones having fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle who's best once and for all.
Bandits in the tunnel. They're taking off from inside. The tunnel? You gotta be kidding.
Nothing but trouble this mission, I'm afraid.
Attacking from behind my target.
Nickel.
Missed.
Nickel.
The enemy's got a lock!
Nickel.
Check your 6.
Enemy dodged. Continuing attack. I'm hit. Taking bandit. Target acquired. Get the mobility crew.
No missiles left.
Nickel.
Missile incoming! Break! I'm spiked. I'll shake him.
Nickel. Nickel.
Behind!
2 minutes remaining.
If only I could bring a radio to lift my spirits. Push 2!
Missile away.
They can't evade lock. Enemy missile coming at me. Breaking.
Damn, these guys are agile.
1 minute remaining. You've done a fair amount of work to their ground units, but I see some of you still have ammo. Continue with the attack. Keep yourself nice and exposed till I say otherwise. Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping. Seconds remaining. Don't expect this to be a straight.
No, we got a fire.
Nickel. Nickel. Nickel.
You're not like the ones who scurry back to the base, Trigger, I'll give you that.
Okay, you've hit the enemy base enough. Operation is complete. Head back. The bastards who flew off are going to wish they were never born. You guys get a pass.
Damn right. I wouldn't be surprised if we're thrown in solitary too. Hey, who wants to bet who goes into solitary? That's what that gambling nutjob would say if he was still here.
Where's your sense of humor, guys? Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already.
I can't see a damn thing. Better be careful.
You lost planes, but the mission succeeded. However, some of you crossed the return line for supplies and for repairs. This will result in solitary. Take them. You know, I've received a medal for my ingenuity in finding a use for you cons. But just remember, if you disobey orders, there's a special place in solitary confinement for you. Your so-called right to complain was forfeited the moment you chose to break the law. Okay then, go make yourselves useful. An Osean Air Force squadron is currently entering Erusian territory for reconnaissance. Due to certain factors, their return route has been changed. The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic and rocky karst area. The enemy's radar facilities and anti-aircraft weapons hidden on the mountainside pose a serious threat. Your mission is to destroy them and get our guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger. And it is important to remember, they will send up interceptors if you're detected. So you will need to choose something useful in a dogfight. The weather won't be on your side, but you're doing this whether you like it or not. Worry about the squadron's return route, not your own. Your mission is to get them back safely, which I think is the perfect punishment for your crimes.
Aircraft preparations complete. You're cleared to taxi. Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider Squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
The wind! I can't fly straight!
Use the winds to guide you, amateurs.
Low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those planes.
Thunderclouds are common this time of year.
You're in the clouds.
Missile.
Trigger! Missile!
Missile.
It's cloudy around there. Radar visibility is limited.
Missile.
Stay alert.
Missile.
Destruction of target facility is confirmed.
Missile. Missile.
Spare 15 locked on. Target destroyed.
Fly between those rocks and this wind?
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
The regular force's secret reconnaissance plane is deep inside Erusea? They're investigating the ruins. That's all I know. You sure found out quick. They got a secret weapon, maybe? There's only so much I can find out.
Enough talk.
Fire! They have nowhere to
What's
run!
up in there? Spare 15, target destroyed.
I've never flown this close to a mountain.
Trigger, they have a lock on you.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Fox 2. Destruction of target facility confirmed.
Nearing the clouds.
This mission is crazy. All our commander thinks about is looking good for the General Staff Office.
The mission doesn't require you to talk. Use your head as well as your hands.
Rhino has destroyed the target.
I'd rather be back at my cell.
There's no way I'm going back to the bridge. Don't get in my way. They're flying between the columns.
Spare 15 locked.
Don't panic. They'll crash on their own.
Hostile down. Five minutes remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Visibility low.
Missile.
Crosswind's gonna slam us into the rocks.
Missile.
It's blowing me off course.
Missile.
Spare 15, missile away.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Are you telling us we have to dodge lightning?
All targets destroyed, no complaints here.
Caution. Bandits inbound. Here come the UAVs.
We might have crossed the line.
There they are.
Leave this one to our friends.
Wish we'd used that hole to get home, too.
Things don't always go perfectly.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity.
Trigger's been struck by lightning.
Calm down. Check your HUD for errors. You'll make it if you don't panic.
Someone's moving into thunderclouds!
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
Strider 2, enemy behind you!
Shit, this is bad. I wish I had some air-to-air missiles.
Prioritize recon squadron survival. I repeat, your top priority is to get them out safely, even if you die in the process.
Missile, don't let it touch you!
I owe you.
Hostile has a lock.
All right, good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there.
Warning, missile! Missile in the air!
It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Trigger.
Behind me.
They're all over me.
Maintain your elements, go at it in pairs.
Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
Help by getting in between them and the UAVs.
I don't even have time to check radar! Missile in the air, evading.
Cyclops 2, look behind you.
Strider 4, bandit behind you.
Locked on target. Target was not hit. UAV down.
Damn it, I lost too much speed.
Bandog,
Bastards
there are
flying
still
just
5
past you.
aircraft in the combat zone.
Some of the UAVs are behaving strangely.
Bandit has a lock on me.
Boxed in. Radar confirms Spare 15 has come out of the clouds.
Trigger just flew into a thundercloud without it like mine.
Strider 3, get that enemy off your ass!
Dealing with 9Gs is tough, but for those UAVs, it's just another day at the office. Why are we risking our lives to wipe someone else's ass?
Start complaining when you can keep your own nose clean.
Damn it. Wiseman 444 Squadron support incoming. Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off.
Jaeger, look after the survivors.
Roger.
Dodge that missile.
Evade! Missile incoming! Cyclops 3, watch your ass! Hostile behind me!
This is bad. We're getting fast.
Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy.
Try to stop me!
I owe you one.
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go.
Spare 15.
Things are looking up. Finally got some good guys in support.
Looks like there's one guy who's got everyone's backs.
Cyclops 3, check your 6.
Trigger's holding up, but we got our hands full.
I'm not stupid enough to fly into a thundercloud.
Evading incoming missile.
Cyclops 3. There's one aircraft nearby from the 444th.
Our job is to watch the airspace. Yours is to get the hell out of there.
Got it.
Cyclops 3 has broken off. Bandog, it's just me and one more to go.
Spare 15. You're the only one earning any redemption today. Make sure the rest of them stay alive.
You'll let the devil and 3 sin lines go free after that.
You're in no position to call someone a devil, Count. Don't make me laugh.
Cyclops 2, hostile on your rear!
Not letting a damn robot shoot me down. Someone hurry up and rescue our hapless regulars.
And finish them off. Locked on target.
Cyclops 2, break! Break now!
My tail's on fire!
UAVs move swiftly. Watch your tails, guys.
Skull warning.
Cyclops 2 is hit!
444 squad, where's our support?
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Cyclops 2 is broken off. All my guys managed to escape. Got big gratitude for you.
Cyclops 1, check your 6.
Break, goddammit, break!
Cyclops 1, missile!
Spare 15, launching missile. Cyclops 1 is breaking off. He could have broken off any time if he was by himself. Spare 15, all UAVs in the vicinity confirmed destroyed.
Nice teamwork. Thanks. Who is that? Tell him I'm grateful.
Copy that, Cyclops 1. Spare squadron, mission is complete. Return to base. Wait a minute. Hold it.
Oh, give me a break. You have more chores for us?
Spare 8, Champ. Bogey approaching fast from the rear. All available units support Spare 8.
I don't need any support. This is all mine. Damn it. He's glued to my tail. Still not firing. I ain't afraid of it. Spare 8, no dogfighting. Negative. I'm not letting this slide. Woohoo!
You could have done that sooner. I want to understand the enemy.
Shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All Spare Squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
You told us their jobs are done. I'm going home.
Force craft flying out of bounds.
Cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11, from an element to take up the rear.
Forget it.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3. I've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine.
Copy that, King.
Don't copy that.
Enemies gonna look.
Taking evasive action.
Hostile has a lock.
I have a lock.
Wiseman, you see that color? He's flying.
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
Spare 15 launching missile. Spare 15 has entered the clouds.
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking on the orange guy?
Just one's taking him on.
No way. I wouldn't last a minute.
Fusion, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
Copy that. Was gonna do that anyway.
Hostile has a lock.
Bandit fire missile. Enemy has a lock on me. Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Spare 15 caution. If your plane gets beat up, you're a sitting duck.
Star warning.
Doesn't miss an opening. Because he got that flying wizard.
Soul 2, this is Soul 1. Soul 2 here. What's up? Missile did not connect. That wasn't the plan. Shaking bandit.
Spare 15 launching missile. Nice. Bandit hit. Spare 15 got him.
Warning. System malfunction.
Soul 1, please respond. What's your status? My status? Well, I'm feeling a little excited.
Warning. Warning.
Look after your craft. One mistake and you're a goner.
Star warning.
Shaking
Star
bandit.
warning.
Target was not hit.
Warning. System malfunction.
Missiles depleted.
Overachieve.
Mission 0.
Overachieve.
Enemy has a lock on me.
Warning. System malfunction. Warning. System malfunction.
Locked.
Feedback center damaged.
Star warning. Missile.
Warning.
Missile.
Warning.
He dodged again. Interesting. 3 white lines. Do they signify something?
Overachieve. Overachieve. Overachieve.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Caution. Pull up.
Fox 3.
Alert. System failure.
Star warning.
Alert. Alert. Alert.
Star warning. Missile. Star warning.
Alert. System failure. Alert. System failure. Please reboot systems. Please reboot systems.
Soul 1, this is Soul 2. My status is fine. Do not interfere. Soul 1, the clouds are moving in. unit. Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off those moves. I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it. Appreciate the help. Want to be at the base? I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
Runway is clear. You have permission to land. You made it this far, don't screw up now. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. 3,000 meters. Bank left. Lower your nose. You're too high. Bank right. 1,500 meters. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. At least you're down. Careful with the aircraft next time. Your work's still far from done. Stand by for further orders.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him. It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked Gramps' pals from below, just like how a shark would. Then one by one, he put the bite on them. Sounds like what happened to our guys today. Kinda surprised so many made it back alive. I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark. Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will...
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away. Well, well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
Chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that? The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face. Like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books. Not encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school. Nothing against those. I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, the fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges. One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow him straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was going to keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.
Convicts, stand by at the front.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward. You don't want to talk, running off with your tail between your legs? I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. The boats, more warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate appreciate the simplicity of the operation.
You think you can look anything like military?
Fox 2. Whoa, doing well and truly started.
Damn, that's what I call fireworks.
Yeah! Another one popped. Take this.
Burn, bitches.
Are you guys all done? I thought at least one of you was dead. This beats being stuck at the field base.
I've got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy. It's like watching the fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Suck on that.
Start destroying the facilities around the harbor one by one.
Ally has been shot down. Enemy on your tail. Watch out.
Trigger has destroyed the target. Missile in the air. Heads up.
Missile hit. Trigger 6.
Trigger's full oil.
Get the ships out of here before they blow up.
Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time.
3 minutes remaining.
The enemy's gunning for me.
Look at that oil just burn up the sea. There, 15. Hostile in the lock. Attacking from behind my target.
Missile in the air. Heads up. That cheers me up.
Targeting gun range. Fire.
Trigger, you're just quietly plugging away. You're the only sane one here.
Bandog was right. We're no proper military. Enough with the whole thou act out. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here even more than I do. It's all about where you're from.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
2 minutes remaining.
Someone snuck up on you, numbskull.
Vehicle down.
Bear 15. Missile. Evade.
Fox 2.
Bear 15. They've got a lock on you. Locked on hostile.
Target destroyed. AA gun down.
Yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger. Go away, Barna.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Enemy has a lock.
AA gun down. Locked on target. Fox 2. Dust Cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary. 1 minute remaining.
Evade. Continuing attack. Fox 2.
Trigger has destroyed the target. Missile in the air. Heads up.
Destroy the targets. Being slow. 30 seconds remaining.
Hey, Trigger. Why do you think this stupid war keeps dragging on?
Here he goes.
It's all because countries exist. Shouting that and throwing a rock got me in here.
Well, you have free meals and a warm bed. You should thank our good citizens.
Someone help me out here.
Vehicle down. Looking good.
I'll take jobs like this any day.
Megastorm in Nessa 2 is about to arrive.
Missile. Missile.
Right. Bring out the trucks.
Missile.
Make sure their routes are split.
Missile.
Take every drop of fuel you can carry.
Missile.
It looks like some oil tankers loaded with oil got away. HQ saw them on satellite. Burn down everything that turns up.
Why are they popping on and off of radar?
Sand clouds. Sand breaks up here and there. That's when radar picks them up. If you detect something, strike fast.
Staring at my radar and trolling? This is not my style.
Even in sand, you can lock on if you get close enough.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Easy for you to say.
You guys do whatever you want. I'm going off by myself. Okay, if you think that's for the best. Got one on radar. Moving.
Tanker truck destroyed. Make sure you wipe them all out.
Take that.
Eyes like a jackal, Trigger.
Nothing but sand and rock. Nice place to build a prison.
We can toss you in it as soon as it's up. Fox 2. Spare 2, count. Where the hell do you think you're going? You're approaching Erusian territory. Return.
Just following orders to find tankers. So how about you go chew on a bone?
Vehicle down. The rising smoke marks their graves.
Nice sentiment, Bandog. They pave desert highways nicely, you know? People drive fast to avoid bandits in the desert.
Hold up.
Locked on target. In gun range. Spare squadron, a new enemy is approaching. Bearing 350 from the reference point.
Hold up.
They're coming from the north. Did they pick up Count's aircraft? Wait a sec, don't go blaming me.
They appear to be Erusian drones.
More UAVs? Why are they always after us?
The mission stays the same. Destroy the tankers.
There's no way we can chase the damn tankers now. They're coming.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
A cat doesn't have enough lives to carry out your orders.
Do your duty and take out the tankers.
Column of smoke. Who did that? It was Trigger.
Trigger, I like your style.
Shoot the bandits off. Even they can't see through the dust. Just like regular clouds. Easy to lose your lock in there.
Caution. Hold up.
Trigger just crashed.
It looks like some oil tankers loaded with oil got away. HQ saw them on satellite. Burned down everything that turns up.
That cheers me up. Why are they popping on and off of radar?
Sand clouds. Sand breaks up here and there. That's when radar picks them up. If you detect something, strike fast.
Staring at my radar and trolling? This is not my style.
Even in sand, you can lock on if you get close enough.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Easy for you to say.
Caution.
You guys do whatever you want. I'm going off by myself. Okay, if you think that's for the best. Got one on radar. Moving.
Can't see the highway unless you get way down.
Bastards picked a hell of a place to hide.
Fox 2. Tanker truck destroyed. Make sure you wipe them all out.
Take that.
Eyes like a jackal, Trigger. They'll run out of gas, right?
They've got trailers full of fuel.
Trucks don't run on jet fuel. I heard diesel engines can.
Quit yapping and hunt down your targets. Spare 2, count. Where the hell do you think you're going? You're approaching Erusian territory. Return.
Just following orders to find tankers. So how about you go chew on a bone?
Vehicle down. The rising smoke marks their graves.
Nice sentiment, Bandog.
Nothing but sand and rock. Nice place to build a prison.
We can toss you in it as soon as it's up.
desert highways nicely, you know? People drive fast to avoid bandits in the desert.
Spare Squadron, a new enemy is approaching, bearing 350 from the reference point.
They're coming from the north. Did they pick up Count's aircraft? Wait a sec, don't go blaming me.
They appear to be Erusian drones.
More UAVs? Why are they always after us?
The mission stays the same. Destroy the tankers.
There's no way we can chase the damn tankers now. They're coming.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
A cat doesn't have enough lives to carry out your orders.
Do your duty and take out the tankers. Tanker confirmed eliminated.
You can't run from us.
Keep going. Burn it all.
Damn it, I've got one on my back.
Trigger, look sharp.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Chaff and flares deployed. Have you forgotten what happens to deserters? I'll send you out to dig up landmine with your bare hands.
I'm sticking around. You know why that political offender jackass is still alive, don't you?
Trigger?
Higher chance of living with him.
Missile.
How can we be expected to deal with the surface and the air at the same time? Trigger, hurry up and take care of the enemy. Allied aircraft down by a UAV.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission, full band.
We gotta get those UAVs.
Mission's become way too dangerous. Damn Count for dragging us into this shit.
Shut the hell up. This has nothing to do with me.
You guys are celebrating, but I don't hear anyone saying all targets have been taken down.
Trigger trashed the target.
Woo! Trigger again. Help! This room's burning. That was some primo jet fuel.
Nah, jet fuel doesn't ignite that easily. That was standard gasoline.
How about taking targets down instead of flapping your gums? Target confirmed near full band. Dig around.
Weapon system's acting up. I can't fight like this. I'm gonna break off. There he goes, running away. And he's who drew the drones here. Say what you want. Have fun with your new friends. Huh?
You can't stick around forever. Find those targets. Spare 15, target destroyed.
One more truck down. Drop them all.
This is Spare 11. UAV down. We got one.
It's remaining.
Drown out. I got no vision. Right along, Cutter.
Spare 15 locked.
Missile.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Missile.
Target is down. Well done.
Uncovered another one.
That's a lot of fuel up in smoke. But there could be more hiding somewhere.
We can't attack the surface when our lives are on the line.
Missile.
That cheers me up. Not that I give a rat's ass. You sound like you know something. I don't just give intel away for free.
Searching on EH-115.
Understood. HQ sent a message. That was the last one. All aircraft, return to base. Burning up all those tankers will starve their drones for a while.
I'm still alive.
Stick with Trigger and you'll make it. Worked like a charm.
If you think that's all you need to survive, you might as well get your last rites now.
Exactly, that was all dumb luck. Wait, you were in earshot, Count?
Must have been straining to hear from high altitude.
Seems you've learned nothing in the sky, Count.
Well, yeah, it's not like there's anything I can learn from Trigger.
The mission was a success. There's nothing else I need to say. Dismissed. So it looks like we're getting attention from above. If any credit is due, it should come to me. Prisoners deserve nothing.